Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can build an idea today and launch it and test it. Okay, so let's put it this way: founders can spend 6 months or so trying to come up with an idea and then building it out and just launching it. Right. The smarter way is to actually build it, test it, then launch or stop. We'll stop and say, hey, this doesn't work. So in this video, we're going to build something. We'll show you how I built something. We're going to find ISPs, ideal customer profiles, to test it, and then we're going to actually engage and use like a copy to Outbound to test. Now, what I built, I went to and then with the power of AI and AI Studio and all these vibe coding apps, you can build something really fast and just get out there. So the combination of what I did is I built an app in this area. I just go to my app here. All right, this is it. My offer is a newsletter, and so I was interested in the topic of asset tokenization, right? And I said, hey, would it be good to get a news site? So I literally went into Google AI Studio. Here's my prompt. I explained what I wanted to do, or the features of the prompt, the sign up. Yeah, and with the beauty about AI Studio today, it can actually automatically build the database, and it connected to Firebase, and it built the database. You can see here now it takes subscribers. Let me refresh this. Takes subscribers, hopefully. Collections. Okay. Takes subscribers. And I got a list of, I can extract those subscribers so I can use it to validate if there's a need for this newsletter, meaning that once I find the ideal customer profiles and engage, I want like a KPI. I want like a 10% of the population I'm targeting, 10%. If they sign up, that's a great sign. 20% or more, if like I need to invest more time and energy in this, right? That's the idea. So I've got my site, and like I said, I built the site. I went into name, and I registered. So there's my registration. There it is, and I mapped it to Google Cloud, and that's what I'm using. All right, so that's a whole video, but basically it's mapped here. So you can see it's all mapped with there's my mapping settings and all that. So it's live. If you go, you can go there now. Tokenizer. It's available. Okay, I've built it. This is and this took me about less than an hour to build everything, and you can see the scripting in the video, right? I just went and refined it. So one of the things I refined, go here, is is I said, well, to add value, I should add in some newsletter latest feeds, so people will visit this site, my landing page, to increase the conversion, right? So if they like what they see, and so because I know that if they like it, then they will subscribe, right? So what I went to news API, and you can start off with free, and basically it feeds in. So you enter keywords, and you take the script, your API, and ask AI Studio can you extract these keywords using this API, which this is the feeder. It's what does the feeding. And that's it. So I got the code, I got the API for the news, and it goes in and scrapes it, the latest news, and present it to my website, right? What's interesting, then I said, okay, well, how do I engage? How do I find people interested in this topic? And then I start looking at, there's many ways, right? You can look at latest, here's an example. I went to, because it's picking up latest news, you can see the funding, markets, it tagged it automatically because it's part of the scripting that part of the prompt that I said, for every news. And then I actually went to one of them myself, and I said, okay, well, what, so you can see here, news publishes latest media releases, and I said I can actually use this as a feed to extract the company and maybe the founders and just people who are interested in this topic. So that's one channel I can use. You can see here, you can just put in here tokenization. Okay, and there will be whole topics right around tokenization. And that's just where I picked up the article from here, right? So there's an interesting source of extracting insights or finding an ISP. Okay, that's one area. Well, the other area I thought it was like there's Twitter, you know, but it can be noisy. There's Reddit, so they're like ish segments I can engage. And then there's LinkedIn. I said, okay, well, let me go to LinkedIn. So I went to LinkedIn, and let me go to LinkedIn. And then I said, okay, well, what if I search for tokenized? This is what I'm showing you, tokenization, all right? Let me see here. So I went and looked at what professional communities are talking about tokenization. And then what I came up with, and I look at some of the posts because I want to find out how I can engage with people who are interested in this topic. So then I said, well, what about events? There must be events here as well. So there's an, I looked at events. Let me see if I can find it. Tokenize, let me see. Let me find that event. Here, so I just put in, this is the event. After searching for, just Google it, right? And I came across this. So this is pretty cool because if I go into here, I can see and it's up and coming, right? So people are talking about this, attending this. So this is perfect. So I don't have to physically go there and get sign-ups. What if people actually engage in some of their posts? And so I'll go into some of the posts and see here. Okay, look at this one here. Okay, so this is all about the event itself. And if anybody's interested in this event, is most likely will be interested in my value proposition. Where is it here? Let me close this off now. In this, my newsletter. Okay, so this is how you should be thinking about where should I go where there's more of my potential customers. Again, I'm not making an assumption, but it's a strong assumption, right? And so then I said, okay, well, let me see if anybody's interacting with this. Look at this. 818 people are actually interacting with this post. This is pretty, and this is a great validation of this you know, I can use this as a way of validating if there is a need. So the question is, how do I engage in this stuff, right? How do I engage with this post? So this is where Clay comes in. So you're using a couple of technologies. So what we're going to do is take this post link, because I want to engage and then load more. There is 818 people are liking and so forth about this. I can engage them. If I get 10% of these 818 individuals, professionals are interested in topic, that is a great sign. That is a really good sign. So let's do that. Let's go into Clay and set that up. So in Clay, what we'll do is I've got to go to Notebook. So I want to find all those people interact so I can enrich their details. It's going to be like a signal, custom signal. It's going to be professional posts. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to paste that ID. I'm going to put in likes. I want everything. So I want everybody, and I can omit people as well. I can put in, like, let's just say maximum 10 for now, just for illustration purposes. And interactions. Let's see. I want it one per person per company. One interaction per person per. Yeah, that's okay because there may be multiple people from our company. And it would start feeding, hopefully. Let's go into this a little bit more. It start feeding into it. So once it feeds, it's already picked up. So these are the people who share. So what I can do now, I can actually use this information, their interaction. Let me just continue this. And actually, I can post it into Slack, say, update me. So when somebody interacts, I'll go, right? So now I've got a list of people that have interacted. Let me just save and run this. Interacted. So this is a great source where I can start enriching these details. So let's get next phase is really enriching the details and crafting a message. So I'm creating a prompt now. It's gonna look at this prompt. So it says missing things. I need to fix up some of the missing elements and I'll be back. So it's now just updated it, so extracting the name and the URL, and it's now doing its thing where it goes out and sort of finds the contact details so I can enrich that. So the next phase, once I find these contact details, I'm going to craft the message and do an outbound. Using my Gmail, so no big deal. And I've registered the domains. I can come from the tokenizer, so which is cool. So let's see what happens here, and then I'll come when it's finished. I'll show you what's happened. Okay, so it's coming along very well. Look at that. So I've got the URL. I'm going to use that as a separate because I need that, and I need the first name and the last name. So now you can see here it's a step, very much a step, but faster than going out to Singapore or Dubai and engaging these people. So now I've got some of their contact details, the domains as well. So it's still populating, but I can start using some of this stuff to find their email address, which is the next phase we're going to do. Alright, so I've got their emails and names, so I'm going to start drafting a copy so I can actually polish, so doing an outreach of this. So let me see what happens here. So this hopefully will come out with some issues, but I'm going to see if I can solve them. Okay, so now I've got my copy. So I created a prompt that says look at their details, look at what they made, the comments they made in the post, and create a prompt that cross sells. And I'm going to pre-fill the name of the person. Cross sells my tokenizer, concise insights on digital assets. Awesome. So now I can update this and create get their email address and also their full name, split the name up. And then actually you can use Clay to create a campaign. So you can write these campaigns, create a new campaign, and I can launch it through Clay itself. So this will allow me to craft the messages and actually run a campaign through Clay. Or if I wanted to just test it, just send it out, like I said, in my Gmail. So I already registered the domain, so I probably wouldn't do that. But the idea is that I can actually now start sending these emails and see what the response. And if I can get that, as I said, if I can get that 10%, 20% take up of people registering, which I can look at my cloud Firebase and see if there's any registrations, or I can create a notification saying, hey, you got somebody signed up. So that's my aim. So the whole idea today is really, if you have an idea, don't waste time. Just use technology to quickly test it. It will save you in the long run. Okay, well, that's enough for me. Stay tuned for the next. And if you like this sort of video, please subscribe, like, and all that sort of stuff.